Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. It's Western Conference against the Eastern Conference here in Minnesota, where the Timberwolves will try to protect home court. This, of course, their first chance to play Miami this season. In the two meetings last year, they came away with wins, never losing.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
Good work there as it goes. Towns has got his second bucket of the night.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
And for the Timberwolves, Clark, getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
Well, he'll run through a wall to win, but sometimes Jimmy Butler can drive his coach up a wall. Despite that tendency, though, to embrace conflict, this guy is working.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
The kick outside to Butler. Gobert with the block. Russell looking around. And he drives in. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. And Greg, last season, Butler and Spoelstra got into it on the sideline. We all saw it. It was an interesting moment.
Yeah, I think that's a good way of phrasing it. That manic intensity perhaps necessary at times for a player who competes as hard as Jimmy.
Rebound by Butler.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
There's Towns. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns. And that's out of bounds, Miami. Will retain possession. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to Butler. Will it go?
And so far, having trouble converting on the inside.
Yeah, those are the shots you want, but they've been trickling out on them, guys. They just got to stay with it. Persist in getting those good shots inside, and they'll drop.
Here's Hero. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Now Adebayo. Defended by Gobert. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
It's good on the putback.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Shots good from Butler. Butler's got 6 points.
Easy to see why Butler gets so much respect for his competitiveness. I mean, he thrives at finishing through contact.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. This will be the first game this season against this team. He knows they're great rim protectors, but he doesn't want his guys to back down. He told them, push the action, stay confident. You may get one sent back. Don't let that deter you at all. So, Kevin, they're going to keep trying to be aggressive all game.
We appreciate that, David. Thanks. Yeah, that defense, something to be reckoned with. Greg, we'll see how it plays out.
Well, it's important to be patient. The other team's going to take certain things away. Just keep probing, trying to find that weakness.
And, you know, one of the things you can do is try to speed up the pace. Make them react to what you're doing instead of the other way around. Don't play on your heels. Be the aggressor.
Martin the screen. Lock at 6. Towns comes with a double team. No good off the back of the rim.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish off.
And finished off by Edwards.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
It's Martin on the wing. Pass to Adebayo. Good ball movement here by Miami. Hero, no good.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
I don't think you can get too physical with Butler because he's so smart and clever in how he gets into the defender to draw the foul.
Out to Edwards. No good from outside. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Timberwolves lead by 15. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
And, of course, one of the league's longest tenured coaches, GA, is Eric Spoelstra. And he's having a Hall of Fame level career.
And you look at the ground he broke when he was first hired. Not only young, Spo was the first Asian-American head coach in any of the 4 major North American sports leagues and worked his way up from video coordinator. And since being the first pick of the 2020 draft, Anthony Edwards has not disappointed.
I'll tell you something, partner. The Timberwolves got that one right. Did they ever? I mean, we knew about his nuclear athleticism, but the leadership, the work ethic, the ability to impact winning also have been evident. This is a multi-time All-Star going forward.
The Heat trailed by 14. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, Greg, we see it every year. Those overachieving teams in the NBA. What enables them to be greater than the sum of their parts?
Well, listen, luck can play a part, but confidence is a huge factor as well. If you walk into that gym every night believing you'll find a way to win, oftentimes you do.
As the leader of his team, he's a ferocious competitor, but also a compassionate, good teammate.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Towns for 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit. It's tipped. Towns with the steal. And Towns throws it down.
Well, it's really good to see your big man imposing his will physically. Right there, Towns with a statement finish.
Now, here's Oladipo. Jovic. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Towns, the screen. Kicks it out to Prince. A three. It's hauled in by the Heat. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick two-game homestand. Up and in on the layup.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Now here's Towns. Offensive rebound. And Towns throws it down.
Boy, good effort that time from Towns on the offensive board, ensuring that his team is able to end that possession with points.
In the corner, it's Robinson. Fires for three. It's rebounded by Towns.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Fires from the wing. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Reed. Latray. Towns. And it's Towns on the follow. Towns has got 6 here in this quarter.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
And the first time out of the game called for the Heat. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Driving in. Vincent's shot is good. Here's Russell.
And winning has become more consistent in Miami. Than ever. Jimmy Butler was acquired, made it all the way to the finals in his first year, and have steadily won games each season.
Back to Towns. Fires the three. Nailed from three-point land.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Yeah, and perimeter shots, though, not really falling at a good clip here. So I think they may have to back out of that a bit and not settle for those jump shots.
And stolen by Russell.
That second defender coming over was the key. Great defensive call.
It's Prince on the wing. Towns for three. And again, Minnesota with the triple. And with the Heat, GA, they've been a consistent force in the Eastern Conference.
Having lots of talent up and down that roster, from stars like Butler and all the way down to the role players. This is just a solid team.
Russell, no luck.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Over to the left wing. Stolen by Reed. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. And Towns throws it down.
And defensively, you've got to be on the lookout for this. I mean, Towns gets up in a hurry now.
Jovic. It's good. Jovic has got 6 here in this quarter.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Prince in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Town.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
They double him with Russell. Pass to Dedmon. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Reed gets the bucket.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Count that one.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Third personal foul. Third team foul.
There's 10 seconds left in the first half of basketball. That one falls.
No quit in his game. Trying to get physical with Oladipo. He relishes that challenge.
There's Russell with the three. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Right back after this break. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And finished off by Oladipo.
Great speed on display by Oladipo in transition. Very few guys can keep up with him in the open court.
Second personal foul.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
And so Russell hits them both. And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. Now, if you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive edge, you can't just be a volume scorer. Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Here's Edwards. Anderson outside. Outside Lowry. Takes a three. Sinks the triple.
Can't let Lowry get comfortable from beyond the arc because he's more than capable of hurting you from there.
A shot by McDaniels, no good. Butler with the ball. Now defended by Gobert. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Hero, no good.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Over in the corner, McDaniels. Gobert trying to get open. Here's Anderson. Left side, Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Clock is at 3. Second chance shot. Here's Garrett. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Greg, you read about Jimmy Butler starting his own coffee company, and he did that in the NBA bubble, and he drinks, he said, about 5 cups of coffee a day. Do a lot of NBA players drink coffee to keep them going and get that extra burst?
Absolutely. I remember drinking coffee on the bench late in my career. It's kind of a comfort food, warms you up a little bit, and all good things that can get you ready for action, I'm for.
Here's Hero. Adebayo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
An outstanding athlete for a player of his huge build. Adebayo will bang and bump with the best of them.
Now here's Anderson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Edwards can't hit. The Heat trailed by 13. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you. Pass to Edwards. And you look at Anthony Edwards. And, G.A., he is becoming the leader of this Timberwolves team, isn't he?
I think he is. I mean, partly it's his production with his numbers up across the board, but it's also his personality. He plays with tremendous swagger.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
Shots good by Hero.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And he makes good on the layup. Hero's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, high effort play by Hero, running the floor to finish the fast break strong.
The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Here's Edwards. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back, and when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Timberwolves leading by 15.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Pass to Adebayo. No good on the shot. And Minnesota now the other way. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. And that'll be the first of a two-game road trip for him. He tries for three. The Heat trailed by 17 to the inside. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And, you know, Butler is just one of those guys who doesn't slow down. He's got great energy every time he's on the court, and he's been unguardable tonight.
Kicks it out to Prince. From outside, off the mark. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, that's a good job by Butler surveying the floor. He spots an opening and sets the shooter up for success there.
Prince wide open. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays on the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Hero with it. Lowry from outside.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Timberwolves leading by 15.
Nas Reed. First personal foul.
Pass to Garrett.
Third team foul.
That shot missing.
Well, I think he's out of his element in that situation. And credit the defense for shutting him down, locking him up.
And so it's Minnesota finding a 15-point lead at the... And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. The Heat trailed by 15. Butler in the corner. A three-pointer is right on target. Butler's got 11 in the second half.
And down in the corners, Butler can be dangerous. He's pretty comfortable with that shot.
Offensive rebound. Kick out to Moore. And a miss there on the triple.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
And it's Adebayo in the corner. Pass to Hero. The kick out to Oladipo. And the Heat, another three.
Yeah, that's two bombs in a row from long range.
Here's McDaniels. Outside Russell. Timberwolves passing it around. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's McDaniels. Minnesota gets it back. And a new shot clock of 14 seconds.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
And they recover it. A wide open look here for Oladipo. Off target from outside. Timberwolves leading by 7. Driving to the basket. And finished off by McDaniel.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Butler. Oladipo for 3.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
I didn't think it was going to happen for them, quite honestly, but they finally turned it on, turned it up a little bit. Now they've got to come up with some stops.
Now, here is Russell. Pass to McDaniels. Lets the 3 fly. Miami grabs the miss. Deflects the pass. And finished off by Oladipo.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They made a nice push to keep it close.
Gobert, the screen. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. Towns, no luck. And it's Miami's ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Kicks it out to Hero. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And now just a 2-point Timberwolves lead. Outside, Russell. And it's the Heat on the break. The kick outside to Butler. Dedmon in the corner. The kick out to Oladipo. 4 on the shot clock. To tie it up. Gobert pulls it in. And Minnesota has possession. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead.
Man, how about the cool, calm, collectedness of Town? Helps them come through when the game gets snug.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler. 1:43 left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Towns. No good that time. Now the Heat take it the other way. Outside, Hero. Butler in the corner. Outside, Lowry. The kick outside to Butler. Off target from three-point range.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one. Absolutely amazing. This young man is so money, and his teammates absolutely love him. Karl Anthony Towns, a.k.a. Big Cat.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. No good with the triple. Inside. Here's Towns. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial. Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away. And that's exactly why they call him Jimmy Buckets. Butler, a clutch performer, one of the best we have in the league.
Now here's Gobert. Sinks that one from the post. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Here's Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
You know, there's very little the defense can do to slow Towns down when he has momentum like that on the drive.
That's a 2 from Butler. No good there. And so the Timberwolves take the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that.
I got a ride with a in the passenger seat, she got it. Look at the charm, rainbow Daytona, I like a charm to arm. Depth is born, oh that's your man, come get her, can't help it, she gone. Count up a bad, but no it ain't torn. If it ain't my money, I think it's annoying. Hop in the road with no key and I storm. BB the belt and I BB the arm. Hop on the PJ, go visit the farm. Ain't no one out there, whatever you want. Put that little boy, come I'm on the ground. I know y'all rich off. Digits of Apple iPhone. So that don't I get felt like a drone. You won't leave me alone. Cap of the bones, the wallet is chrome. They say that the op, but loving the song. Eat it the when they come around and then go and put everything we got on. If I got a plate, you know that he ate. On 2 blocks, so one thing I can't do is say. I like what you're doing, just humble yourself. And know we the ones that open the gate.
Yeah, word around town. Heard you.
Welcome to 2K Sports Annual Noche NBA presentation. We're excited to bring you this celebratory fusion of basketball and Latin culture. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Pass to Edwards. McDaniels from long range. Unable to get that one. And Miami will go the other way with it.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Adebayo grabs the board. Lowry with it. Averaging around 6 a game. Plenty of space. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Well, just putting the ball on the deck. Towns so aggressive in everything he does.
And here's Lowry from the arc. Minnesota with the ball. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often. I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
Well, that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good.
Adebayo, no good.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And Edwards slams it in.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards. Always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line, a chance at a 3-point play.
Well, the great ones make their mark in the playoffs, and Jimmy Butler has certainly done that. Some Herculean performances when the chips were down.
Double team on Towns. Outside Russell. Right side Edwards. 6 to shoot. And it's Miami with a rebound. And granted, last year's playoffs, Jimmy Butler became the first player since Jordan to author multiple 40-point, 4-steal games in a single series.
And in 2020, the third player ever to record a 40-point triple-double in the finals. I mean, just legendary stuff. Just 1 for 5. Not the start they were looking for. Obviously, there's still plenty of time to get on track.
The unselfish play by Anthony Edwards' teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Now here's Martin. Hero for 3. Edwards pulls it in. Pass to Russell. Going inside. Adebayo with the rejection.
Oh, gotta be cautious when Adebayo is in the area. Showing once again that he's a legitimate shot-blocking threat.
Here's Lowry. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul of the game. Now here's Butler. Looking at his stats, he's getting just over 23 points a game. Kicks it to Hero. Pocket 4.
And they've done a pretty good job working the ball inside, but haven't been able to convert at all.
To the paint. And Edwards slams it in.
Karl Anthony Towns, as a big man, is a tremendously solid passer, willing to move the basketball.
Hero for 3. That doesn't go either for Hero. A minute 50 left in the first. Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
That's a message by Karl Anthony Towns. Throws it down with authority.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And Grant, no team better than Miami at developing undrafted prospects.
I mean, for key roles, too. You look at last year's playoffs. Strus, Martin, Vincent, Robinson. It's allowed Miami to stay on top in a salary cap-driven league.
Now here's Edwards. A steady force on their offense, recording around 14.5 a game.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. The 3. Martin misses. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Towns. And the layup is good off the glass. Towns has got 12 points in the game.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
He drops it from range. Butler's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
But Jimmy Butler is so effective as a basketball player because he can get to his catch-and-shoot game. He doesn't always have to dominate the ball.
Connects from downtown. And so it's Minnesota leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Defense is setting the tone. Back to the game after this break.
14. The Timberwolves. 20.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Here's Vincent. The three-pointer off the mark.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive angle.
And it's McDaniels off the drive. And he dunks it down.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
Pass to Vincent. To the wing, right side. Here's Jovic. Off target from outside. Oh, it's stolen by Oladipo. Down low. Here's Dedmon.
Victor Oladipo's passing skills probably unappreciated. This guy is very unselfish and capable.
Here's Gobert. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Minnesota foul. Marcus Smart. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Pass to Oladipo. Here's Vincent. Out to Oladipo. Here's Strus. They grab their own miss. Here's Jovic. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries again. Oh, and Reed with a block.
Minnesota ball.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, Jimmy Butler's focus is all on team success. In fact, his agent said whenever he calls Jimmy to congratulate him on personal accolades, like All-NBA team, for example, Jimmy hangs up in his face before he can finish the sentence. Ryan, for Butler, there's only one prize that really matters.
Yeah, he's a rare breed, Allie, for sure. Thanks for that. Left side, Strus. Back to Dedmon. Reed brings the double. Dedmon, no good.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Yep, that one goes.
I mean, there's no aspect of the offensive end of the floor that's problematic for Towns. He's a 3-level scorer. His team understands he's in rhythm. It's looking easy for him right now.
He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Again, the Heat misses. And Max Strus picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Russell. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Towns. Score that basket. His 8th out of 9 shots here today.
Well, the more repetition he gets, the more floor awareness you develop. D'Angelo Russell showing a desire to get his teammates involved.
Out to Oladipo. Tries to snap the cold streak. Here's Russell. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Second team foul.
For 3, Robinson. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Right side, Butler. Pass to Jovic. Nifty move. And he lays it up and in.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Here's Towns. It's rebounded by Dedmon.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go. Well, you think about the resurgence for Karl Anthony Towns in the 21-22 season. Selected to his third All-Star game, he actually won the three-point contest, and consider in the regular season, 50, 40, 80% shooting. Really sound basketball.
Here's Reed. And he buries his first look.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Right side, Robinson. Pass to Dedmon. Outside, Butler. Over to the left wing. Here's Jovic. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. He's got 5.
Slow defensive rotation causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
To the right side. Reed for 3. He buries it from 3.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Jalen Noel. First personal foul. Third team foul.
15 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
To me, that's about the length and strength of upper body by Karl Anthony Towns. He's just destroying people with his defense.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
7 seconds left in the first half of this one.
That's just phenomenal defense. The defense feels like it's all over the place and knows exactly how to guard it. Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves going into the break up 12. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Your
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a run. Away.
Now, guys, when you think about this Miami Heat team, you hear a lot of talk about their ability to score. But how about the way they play on both ends of the floor?
Fires in the triple.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
Here's Towns. That shot is off, and Miami will go the other way with it. Defensively, this Heat team was top 3 in points allowed per game and top 5 in defensive efficiency last year.
You know, B.A., that's something that surely isn't talked about enough. And when they're not having their best shooting night, they'll suffocate you on the defensive end.
Miami trailing. Pass to Jovic. And good. Coming on the setup by Oladipo. 7 points in the game.
Well, Oladipo is as good a combination guard as there is in the NBA. What a pretty pass.
In 2022, we saw a lot of teams playing a slightly slower game, Doris, compared to previous seasons.
I think, Brian, what's interesting about the NBA is it's a game that is in a constant state of evolution. You had the three-point revolution. You had a stretch of time where teams would not hit the offensive glass. That has now come back a little bit. Unequivocally, defense is improving drastically, and so you've got to find a way to score it.
Outside, Anderson. Pass to Garrett. Now here's McDaniels. Stolen by Hero. To the middle. And then Adebayo slams it in.
And with a strong physical profile, Adebayo is willing to battle, always on the interior.
Outside McDaniels. Drops in the three. McDaniels got his second basket of the night.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Garrett. No good with the triple.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Pass to Hero. Beyond the arc. And he gets it back. The three is up. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. At one point, they led by 16.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent elite defenders in the game.
And that's all the result of some good defensive awareness.
Here's Garrett. They get it back. Gobert. And he makes it on the layup.
Well, putting all of that 7-foot frame to use, Rudy Gobert has been one of the consistent offensive rebounders in the league.
Big time two-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's got to feel good. Over to the wing. And Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Yeah, he was ready for the hop step all the way. He gets the position, holds his ground, and draws the charge.
Outside Butler. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Endorsed with Gobert, it still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And BA, at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has on winning. It is not only on the defensive end either.
Pass to Adebayo. Now Hero. For three. And it's Noel with a rebound.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
This guy doesn't need to get off his feet that much to get above the rim. Rudy Gobert making his presence felt. Amazing individual performance, but you'd like to see more guys start to get involved. I don't know if he can do it alone.
Kicks it out to Anderson. Pass to McDaniels. On target from range. McDaniels got 8.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
It's Martin on the wing. Butler with the ball. Back to Lowry. To the inside. Now Hero. 5 to shoot. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And finished off by Anderson.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there.
Boy, with his power and explosiveness, when Butler gets inside, it's typically a bucket, a trip to the line, or sometimes worse, both.
And he sinks the second. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes it difficult to defend. Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
And again, the Heat missing. And here are the Timberwolves. They're on a 13-5 run. Lowry with a steal. Pass to Adebayo. Good, and Butler gets the assist.
Well, this is one of the strongest aspects of Jimmy Butler's game, playmaking for his teammates. Over the years, boy, he has gotten so much better.
And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's his first foul.
Now in the game.
Here's Garrett. And a miss there off the inbound. Lowry drives in. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, there you see on display Lowry's speed and his ball handling ability. What a drive.
And so it's Minnesota ending the quarter up 10.
The Timberwolves, 55.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Pass to Edwards. Picked by Gobert. Here's Towns. And fouled as he went up to dunk. Good aggressive move. He'll shoot a pair.
Guys, certainly I admire the basketball skill of Karl Anthony Towns, but I admire as much his willingness to play through adversity over the course of his career.
And so Towns nails them both.
What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season, finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West. Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now. Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
Outside for Butler. Right wing. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now. And looking at the progress Minnesota has made, many think the best is yet to come, Doris.
Well, they've made smart draft acquisitions, beginning with young Mr. Anthony Edwards, a big-time talent. And obviously, you've got to grow that young talent. That's exactly how you build a bright future for your team. What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
Pass to Oladipo. And here's Butler. Back to Oladipo.
Well, Victor Oladipo staying in control there. Use the pump fake to get that defender committed, and boom, you get yourself an opportunity.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves.
To take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
Towns up top. Inside. Deflects the pass. Here's 7 with the ball. He's picked up by Edwards. And Lowry gets doubled. Just 5 on the clock. From outside, off the mark. Well, what stood out the most in Edwards' second season, Doris, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top two-way players in the league.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Butler with the bucket.
Yeah, pretty dependable from the corner 3 spot. Butler only fires those threes he feels comfortable taking.
To the inside. Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Edwards for three. Adebayo grabs the board. Miami trailing. Here's Oladipo. Good, and the assist goes to Adebayo. Oladipo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, you can tell that over time, Oladipo has gained more and more confidence in his scoring ability, especially that close to the 10.
Out left to the wing. Towns for three. Miami grabs the miss.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Outside Butler. Outside for Butler. Puts up a three. And the Heat, another three.
You have to love their intensity right now, getting hot at the perfect time.
It took a shift in strategy, but it seems like they figured it out. Let's see if they can extend this run all the way to the finish. Rudy Gobert is so competitive, doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
Outside Butler. Pass to Butler. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Outside Butler. And here's Oladipo. Guarded by Edwards. Here's Butler. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. And that's out of bounds. Miami will keep it. 1:21 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. To the left side wing. And they double up Adebayo. And here's Butler outside. Buries it from three. Butler's got 6 here in the quarter.
For a center, Adebayo is an excellent passer. He's always so aware of his surroundings. Just horrible timing for this team. That mistake could spell disaster.
Here's Edwards. On the take. Yes!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Pass to your 7. Gobert with the double. Left side Butler. And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
There's 38 seconds left in the final quarter. Russell with the ball. And your 7 picks him up defensively. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Omer, your 7.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell is his commitment to work. Though he's played for a couple of teams, this guy brings it every day.
And it's Butler with the jam.
Oh, Jimmy Butler loves to rise to the occasion, sticks it right in the defense's face.
The shot by Russell, no good. Miami with the ball, trailing by 4. Pass to Butler. 3-pointer. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. And it's McDaniels off the drive. Uses the glass on the layup.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
And so it's
New coupe, take off, cause I know these ain't gon' hand that new suit, yeah, big boss. I'm knowing I ain't here, not a young thing. Double back twice in a row, 3-3, planes all in my home, First Street, tell it loud when I make a song, let my brother day.